Hey, First Family, it's Pastor David here, and it's time to get something warm and yummy and talk some go and tell. In this video, we're going to talk about SendLine, and quite frankly, it's kind of overdue for me to make a video about our brand new SendLine discipleship pathway that launches on September the 10th. It's been really busy. We've talked about it. Pastor Josh has been mentioning it from the pulpit. We've been advertising it, talking about it in other means, but I've not had a chance to just sit down and do a video about SendLine, and I wanted to take that opportunity to do that now. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, and let's answer one of the more important questions: why SendLine? Why are we adding this to our discipleship opportunities for church members at this time? Well, it's because discipleship is something that is for every believer. It is certainly for every member of FBCW. We have an expectation that members of FBCW will be involved in the process of discipleship, specifically through our Bible fellowship groups and our weekly gatherings for corporate worship. Those are the two primary things. Our week is sort of centered on our weekly gathering of worship through the worship of Christ, through song, prayer, and the preaching of Scripture. But then throughout the week, we have opportunities to gather into smaller groups in our Bible fellowship groups to study God's Word, to be in community, to fellowship together, to get more acquainted with how we can serve in the church and what opportunities there are in Woodbridge and around the world for Go and Tell. That's what our Bible fellowship groups do. And that is fantastic. You can gather for worship, be in a BFG, and you are getting the meat of what FBCW offers you from a discipleship standpoint for you to grow spiritually. But we know that there are some in our church that God is going to be calling to maybe kind of take a further step in how their discipleship plays out in their lives. It's not a special VIP pathway, but it is something that is specifically needed to help those who feel God calling them to best prepare for what he has in store. And so these are people that God is calling to live a life that is sent out from the church in either ministry, missions, or as we say, move, wherever God may move you vocationally or move you deeper into church life through leadership in some capacity. And so we needed something outside of Sunday mornings and BFGs to accomplish that, because we get into some specific things when we're talking about preparing someone to be sent out. And so therefore we needed something like SendLine to do that. So what is SendLine exactly? Maybe this is something that you've not picked up on as we've been talking about it. So let me kind of tell you what SendLine is. And yes, I am saying send, S-E-N-D, line, L-I-N-E, SendLine. This is a discipleship pathway that takes minimum 3 years. It's a 3-level, 3-year discipleship pathway to gradually equip someone that is called by God to eventually be sent out from the church to serve in church ministry. That could be as a pastor, it could be on church staff, it could be a church planter, or to be sent out to be on mission, say through our International Mission Board, to take the gospel to the nations in a cross-cultural context. Or, again, like we say, the move option, to be sent out to wherever God is moving you vocationally. We have so many in our church that do move with frequency in the U.S., around the world. And as they go, we feel that they need to plant their lives in those new locations, however short or long they may be, to be the disciple maker God has called each and every Christian to be the church member God has called each and every one of us to be. And so that move option is for them who want to be very intentional about how they live on mission wherever God moves them. And for some of them, it'll be to pour right back into FBCW through leadership roles and opportunities. So that's what SendLine is. And so we have specific curriculum that we go through in order to do that. Level 1 is getting into the basics of what it means to live that type of sent life. Level 2 is going to go a little bit deeper into that in preparation for level 3. And level 3 gets very specific. And so this is where someone is specifically identifying a call God has on their life, and the church is coming alongside them to affirm that call. No one is called by themselves. No one can say, well, God has called me to do X, and the local church does not affirm that. And so the church and the individual work together to respond to God's call in a person's life, to see that call affirmed. And so once that's done, someone can enter into level 3 for very specific equipping and training in the direction in which they're going to be sent out. So level 1, level 2, any church member can go through those. You don't have to have a specific calling on your life at that point, but you may say, you know what, I want to be ready. I want to be ready. I want to go deeper. I want to be better equipped. SendLine's for you, okay? Or you may be someone that says, I think I really specifically have maybe a calling in my life, and I want to explore that. And so by the time you get to level 3, that's when we sit down and we have deeper conversations. And so you're going to either go into a level 3 that is designed for ministry, you're going to go into a level 3 designed for missions, or a level 3 designed for move. So levels 1, levels 2, and then very specific once we get to level 3. And after level 3, what we're hopefully designing and praying will be the case is that individual, having gone through levels 1, 2, and 3, is now ready to step into more specific training. Maybe it's to go on to, say, seminary to get a theological degree. Maybe it's to actually go through an organization like the International Mission Board and receive specific training from them for work in the field. Or maybe it's other means by which someone will be trained. But regardless, when they step into things like seminary or a mission sending agency like NAM or IMB, the initial teaching and training that they get should seem very familiar. We don't want anyone to step into those specific organizations and go, wow, this is the first I've ever heard of this. We want them to hear it first from their local church. And so that's where SendLine comes in to help pave the way for them to do so. So what is SendLine not? Well, SendLine, as I said before, it's not a special VIP category of discipleship. These are not sort of the blessed saints that we have sort of taken the sword and they take the knee and we sort of knight them as kind of a super spiritual, hyper Christian, the special ones, the called, the chosen, and they get to have this special teaching, and everybody else just sort of has to eat the crumbs. That's not what SendLine is. This is open to anyone who is a member of First Baptist Church and is currently active in a BFG, because that is for everyone already. SendLine is the next step. And so you're not VIP, you're not special, you're not in a lofty category of Christian or disciple by participating in SendLine. It is for Christians wanting to deeper explore their call, God's call in their life. That's who it's for. It's definitely not a substitute for further training, say at seminary or through a mission board. It's definitely not validation for a person's individual call on their life, because part of SendLine is going to be putting you in touch with our pastors, our elders, and others in the church that can affirm what God's doing in your life. And so it's not a way to sort of skip ahead to kind of pursue the course of ministry or missions or whatever it is that you want, and just sort of get a rubber stamp through the SendLine process. So that's what SendLine is not. So who should sign up for SendLine? Well, for level 1, and I would say level 2, any member of FBCW that's currently active in a BFG, you should consider at some point in your time here at the church going through level 1 and level 2 at the very least. You're going to get a lot from Sunday morning, from our time of worship. You're going to get a lot from your BFG, but this is going to help you fine-tune those skills and the knowledge that it takes to live out your faith in a day-to-day way, in your neighborhood, at your work, at your school, and things like that. And so you may not have a specific call. You may say, you know what, I don't have a call. I just want to be the best church member I can be. You should consider SendLine at some point while you're here at FBCW. You'll be blessed to go on these courses. You'll be blessed to be part of the cohort, the camaraderie, the mentorship that you'll receive through SendLine, and you will then be a blessing to FBCW as you continue to be a faithful member here at this church. Is this just for, say, older adults, or can somebody who is a teenager be in SendLine? Yeah, you don't have to be a certain age to be in SendLine. We do prefer that a child not trying to sign up for SendLine. We do think you need to be at some point at least in the student ministry before you consider being in SendLine, because there's a lot of stuff you need that's foundational in our children's ministry and as you go through our student ministry that's going to benefit you for SendLine. But as you're going through your teenage years, absolutely. As you're getting into high school, especially as you're getting into your sophomore, junior, senior year, and you're wanting to launch out from your family, from your home church, well, consider SendLine. Again, it's not a replacement for Sunday morning. It's not a replacement for BFG. And it's not a replacement for other ministries and opportunities for discipleship through Next Gen Ministries that you can be a part of. It's something there to help you go deeper. So SendLine is for any of our members active in a BFG who want to explore God's calling on their life in a deeper way and be better equipped to live on mission where they live, where they work, and where they go to school. When you get to level 3, that's a different conversation, and we can definitely talk about that. So you may be thinking, oh, now that I know this, Pastor David, I really want to do SendLine, and I hate that I missed the deadline. Have I missed my opportunity altogether? No, absolutely not. This is not a one-and-done thing at FBCW. We will be launching level 1 on September the 10th. We will only be having level 1 throughout the fall and spring semester here at FBCW. But guess what? Next fall, level 1 will be offered again, and level 2 will be offered for those who have gone through level 1. So in a 3-year cycle, we will have level 1, level 2, level 3 offered simultaneously here at FBCW. So there will be multiple times for you to jump into SendLine throughout your time at FBCW. If your time at FBCW you feel is limited, like I said, don't sweat it. Level 1, level 2 are great. If you like, I've only got maybe a couple of years left, I don't think I can do all of SendLine, get what you can. It's better to get a little bit than to get nothing at all. It's going to be, again, a blessing to you. You'll be a blessing to our church. So if you didn't catch SendLine this go around, don't sweat it. Be patient. Level 1 will come around again next fall, and you can jump in and see more about that and be part of one of our cohorts going through SendLine. And so, again, the goal is to be able to send members of FBCW out on mission, into ministry, into missions, or wherever God may move them. And so that's why we're offering SendLine, and that's why we want our members to prayerfully consider their participation in SendLine at some way during their time here, either level 1, level 2, or taking it all the way through level 3 with a specific training. So there you go. There's your overview of SendLine, why we're doing it, what it is, and how to be involved. And so if you got more questions, catch myself, Pastor Josh, Pastor Eric at any point, and we'll be happy to sit down and talk with you more about what does it mean to participate in this SendLine discipleship pathway. But until then, we'll be talking to you more about Go and Tell as we make disciples of all nations.